What equipment do you need to live stream on YouTube? Well, technically, you can actually just use your phone and that's it. But if you want your live streams to be way more professional and have your live stream stand out above everybody else, that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this episode. All right, so let me show you my setup here. This is pretty amazing. First, I actually want to talk about the cart. You'll see this is on wheels. I just recently have done this in the last few months and it's a game changer. So I originally had this set up in a fixed location at a desk and I used it and it worked very well, but I didn't use it very often. There are so many things keeping me from using it because I wanted to do it in another location or things like that. And so often I would do live streams from my phone, but just getting this cart has made all the difference. And I've tweaked it and improved it to where I love it. So I've got this stand, you can see. So this stand is actually separate, it's not attached, but it helped me to raise it up a little bit higher so I could put my MacBook there. And then the camera, I have a DSLR camera here so I can get the high quality photo, I can blur the background, and you can see my team in the background there. But when I stand and I look at the camera, I've got to get it to focus on my face. So now I'm displayed on my screen there. I've got a monitor so I know what people are looking at. Now you'll notice I have another laptop down here. I have a MacBook Air there, and if there's something that I want to show, so for example, I can just hit my switcher and go right to that. So just with a click of a button, you'll see right down here, this is called an ATEM Mini. The ATEM Mini, it's perfect for what I need. There is a bigger version, but this one's great. So I can switch back and forth to whether it shows me on the camera or what's displayed on this laptop down there. And I can actually do a mixture of both. I can turn on a camera or a frame within a frame, and I can actually control where it's at on the screen. So if I want them to be able to see me or whatnot. Now on this laptop here, this is where I run the live stream, and I've tried a few different things. I've settled in on StreamYard. So I've become a fan of StreamYard, and I'm actually going to turn this on. So now it shows me on the screen there. So the reason I'm on the screen here is right now it's using my webcam, but I want to switch to this. So I have to come into my settings and go to camera and have it go to the Blackmagic design, which is the ATEM Mini there. And now it's showing what we see on the screen there. So I can change it back to this camera just with the click of a button. And so now what's there is also there. Now I'm wearing a lav mic right now, and that's actually what I do in my live streams, and I plug them in to the ATEM Mini. So the audio would go from my lav mic right into the system, but I have it going into that camera right now. StreamYard actually gives you a lot more features. Sometimes I do live stream Q&As, and so I'll prepare those ahead of time. I'll put them in Google Slides. I can come in here to present, and I'll just bring up some slides that I've used in the past. And so just right on the screen here, I can control how I look. So now you can see me on the screen to the left. I can even make myself bigger like that. So I can still show my slides and I can still be on the screen at the same time. And then simply I just come down here and I can remove that when I want it to go back to me and go back to the use of my computer down there. Now, if I'm actually using a PowerPoint or a Keynote, I can set that up on this computer, and I can just set up this Bluetooth remote so I can click back and forth, so I can be talking to the camera using the remote, not even have to lean forward and touch it. Okay, so let me show you some of the behind the scene just parts and pieces of how I did this. I'll close down my laptop. In fact, I'll set it down here so you can see I've got an arm here with full flexibility. I can move this camera, I can raise it up and down. I can adjust this to get it exactly how I want. And then this monitor is on a swivel as well, so I can raise it and lower it. But these are both attached to the cart, and so I can move this cart around and everything just stays there. In fact, the cord that I have plugging into my laptop, I have it Velcroed to the side because I don't want these cables to remove. I want everything to stay right where it is. Okay, so that's the first half of it, but if you really want to know the strategy of how to grow your YouTube channel, I highly recommend this book, and I want to give it to you as a gift, right? If you go to natesyoutubebook.com, as long as you cover the costs for me to ship it to you, I'll give it to you for free. No profit to me. Go to natesyoutubebook.com. I put 2 years of work into creating this book. It's full color. And what this book teaches is how you can leverage YouTube to generate leads for your business. And I've helped many, many businesses do this. I've helped businesses generate not only 7 figures in their business, but 7 figures monthly in their business. I take you behind the scenes, show you case studies from all these clients to teach you exactly how you could do the same.